Presence was a mirror they couldn't break. What terrified them wasn't that you were good. It wasn't even that you were strong. It was that your moral clarity made them weak. It forced them to see the parts of themselves they had spent years hiding or rationalizing. The realization that their darkness couldn't touch you because it had nowhere to latch on was a silent kind of terror, much worse than confrontation, much worse than aggression, because it's insidious and relentless. You didn't need power over them. You didn't need revenge. You simply needed to be untouchable in your ethics, untangled in your conscience, and unshakable in your principles. And that simple, honest alignment shattered the illusion of control they believed they had. When someone operates like that, their corruption isn't just exposed. It becomes powerless, irrelevant, and completely undone. Number 3, you learned how to hold power without becoming drunk on it. Power is a strange thing. Most people either fear it or let it consume them. They think the moment you gain influence, respect, or control over a situation, you have to become loud, aggressive, or arrogant to prove it. That's what made them underestimate you. They expected you to snap, to react, to let authority intoxicate you. What they didn't realize is that the real strength lies in holding power with composure, in letting it exist in you without letting it define you. You mastered the art of moving through influence silently, intentionally, and purposefully. You don't need to broadcast dominance to command respect. Your actions, your decisions, and the way you carry yourself communicate more than words ever could. That kind of power doesn't scream, it just exists. And that quiet presence is far more intimidating to those who rely on intimidation to feel superior. The people who tried to manipulate or control you didn't know what to do with someone who had authority but didn't abuse it. They expected chaos because that's how they operate. They expected reactive energy because that's all they know. When you showed up calm, measured, and unshaken, it broke their rhythm. Their tricks, threats, and schemes suddenly seemed amateurish because you weren't responding the way they predicted. You were above it, not above it in arrogance, but in mastery. What's even more terrifying to them is that you didn't need to prove anything. You didn't have to dominate, humiliate, or punish to establish your position. You simply existed in your power with intentionality, and it shifted the dynamics around you naturally. People who thrive on chaos and manipulation found themselves scrambling because your presence made them confront their own lack of control. Holding power without letting it consume you isn't just about self-discipline. It's about transforming influence